Hello, Mount Zion Artists Guild. It's July 3rd, 2018, and it's time for an update on the Beauty and the Beast set. We're working on this again. You're looking at a Beauty and the Beast center stage image when we built this in 2013. So this is the Artists Guild handiwork you're looking at, and it focuses on the center stage portion. And I want you to pay attention to this dungeon door because we're going to zoom in a little bit now on the stage left side of that same set. There's that dungeon door again. And we're looking really at the stage left panels here. And in particular, this transition between the 10-foot high panels and then the second story of the library. So coming down here to an even closer view, you can see that this transition was pretty basic, and we're going to do our best to improve this year. So to do that, I found some clip art online for some castle turrets. I really like this cylinder and this spiral, this peak there, because with castles there's a lot of like block and brick and they can look real squarish. So I like the fact that I could see a triangle here, I could see a cylinder here, and I like that cone right there on top. Very, very interesting there. And here's the classic castle turret. I thought this architecture of the buttress right underneath here looked fantastic. So inspired by these two images here, so that we can improve upon the transition here, I started doing some sketching. You're looking at the first concept. This was the first thumbnail that we started, and you can see the elements there where I pulled in the, let's see, pulled in here the buttress idea here underneath this castle crown. We'll call it the king's crown there. And you can see it kind of loosely reflected there. One of the challenges I had with this design, though, is it was backwards. The transition of the stage, if you noticed, is on the left side, not the right side. So it doesn't climb to the right, it climbs to the left. And so in any event, I had to redraw it and refine that part of it. But I also want to include that cylinder. So I definitely feel like I'm on the right track here. You can see that down here are the 4x10 panels, these rectangles right here. This is all what sits on the floor. And then in light blue up above is where you see my sketches here. And you'll notice I haven't inked these. I'm not going to finish these before we start the artwork, because I believe that as we start this part down here, which is what the Wednesday artist team will work on, once I start to really see this come in to view more clearly, I really will have an understanding of how to finish this off up here. So we're going to leave some breathing room. It's very important in artwork. Leave a little breathing room. You don't have to design every nuance right off the bat. You have to have a basic design, a strong design, and I believe we have achieved that there. You'll notice a couple elements. There's this window. So I really did borrow from this window concept right here. I thought this window really looked cool, so we're going to do our best to duplicate that. A little simpler, but that's reflected right here. And I've got this triangle top. I don't know if we'll just do the triangle top is what I'm thinking we'll do. You'll notice also here, here and here are where we're going to do these cylinders. I'm going to really just borrow again from the cylinder concept for these two pieces here. So this light blue pencil area will all be made out of, I'm thinking, foam, and we'll cut that out, the silhouette of it at least, and then paint that, and then that will mount on top of these panels, really the same fashion as we did in the 2013 set. But I think that instead of this is going to look a lot better. And of course, time is always a factor. So if I have to simplify this even more, we will. And that's why I'm really not wanting to spend too much time in this. So I want to point all this out. This is where we're at with the stage left scenery design. This will affect mainly the Wednesday artists who are working with me in the afternoon from 1 to 4. And if you have any questions, shoot me a text, give me a call. Hit me back on Remind, and we'll go from there. But I'm looking forward to getting this started.